Maxwell,
Samuel.
French royalty is on the show today.
Louis the 14th?
He is on the
Wow.
show. How did you know?
Look, we've been putting some work to get some big names on the show.
We've been talking to some scientists about cryogenically unfreezing people. But we're joined by Flo and Kevin from Landmarks today, Maxwell, a band that I've been really excited about for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Flo in particular, I reckon, is one of the most versatile artists in the metal scene.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little man, but he packs a punch. He's got these fierce, like guttural screams and then raps in French. Like, it's sick. But how did you enjoy the chat?
Look, I found it was really interesting to talk about, like, as you mentioned, like they perform in English and in French, and kind of talking to Flo about like how they bring those two things together, how he expresses himself in one language versus, you know, English as his second language, which he does both really well. Certainly better than we can speak French. But yeah, just interesting to hear how he feels about kind of creating in both languages.
Yeah, 100%. And the frustrations with it too. Obviously, they're here on tour for the big rock tour with Papa Roach and A Day to Remember. They're playing a headline show in Melbourne as well. And we sort of revisited their last album, The Darkest Place I've Ever Been, some of the lessons they took from that album, and how new music isn't on the horizon anytime soon and why that is. So do you want to start us off, Maxwell?
Well, Sambo, over to you to bring us in for a chat with Landmarks.
Maxwell, ahead of their upcoming Australian tour with A Day to Remember and Papa Roach, we are joined by none other than Flo and Kevin from Landmarks. Lads, how's it going?
Very good, thank you. Thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a pleasure. Look, I feel a bit bad. We're starting you guys off first thing in the morning. You've just woken up. We're just finishing our day. I hope somewhere there'll be some synergy. We can cross over.
You will.
Yeah.
We will. Well, look, let's start it easy. We start the show the same way every week, and that's just to get an idea of what's spinning in your playlist as of late.
Our playlist right now?
That's the one.
Kevin, go ahead. I don't know. I need to think a little bit more. Kevin. You're listening right now.
What do you mean? Like what we are listening? Or
Yeah. What are you listening to at the moment?
Oh, you know what? I mean, I'm in London now, but before I went to London, I went to the studio to practice like drums, and I was listening to the last Day to Remember.
There you go.
Yeah. I need to
just in case.
ready for the tour. Like, yeah, I want to enjoy all the songs.
I do a little bit of the same when I go on tour, and we got plenty of tours planned for this year. So I'm like listening to the new Poppy album, to the new A Day to Remember. I'm listening to some Papa Roach right now also, and also I'm listening to some Landmarks because I rehearse in my head. we didn't practice all together since 2 months now, since the last tour.
Yeah,
true.
Oh yeah.
We're kind of not
I just realized, bro.
Oh, yeah, true. So I'm like, yo, I need to know my lyrics for next week.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I feel ready because I went to the studio like almost every day. So I'm like, yeah, I played drums, so it's okay.
Just dialed in.
For the drummer, you have to be better than us.
Are there ever any songs in the Landmark set that you have to constantly sort of refresh in your mind? Because if you don't, you'll sort of forget how it goes or the lyrics?
Yeah, one song. It's a song we don't play that often anymore, but it's been like that song named. What's the name of that song, Kevin?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me check. So it's been that one song, that particular verse that every time I messed up, it's the song. I'm sorry about that. It's the song.
Is it with? Oh yeah, because we kind of we stopped playing this song every show now.
Yeah. So, but yeah, basically because everyone was a mess during that song. We don't know why. It's one of the how would you say the easiest Landmark song technically, That might be why we always forgot parts or lyrics.
Yeah,
or
we all struggle. I don't like to play this song. Nico, I think he forgot the lyrics. You too. Like
Oh yeah,
that's great.
always. But for the new songs, it's okay. I guess the most complicated will be, I don't know, the new ones to, I don't know, maybe La Valse du Temps is a bit difficult for everyone to play and to
Yeah, I still messed up sometimes.
yeah, but it's fine, it's fine, it's okay, it's pretty fresh in our minds because we recorded the album last year, so everything is pretty
Yeah.
fresh.
As long as you cover it up by just going harder and heavier, you're fine. No one will notice. It'll be fine.
Exactly. Yeah, by the way, yeah.
Let's before we get into tour chat, we just wanted to kind of go, dive deep into a little bit of the Landmark sound for people who may not know you guys that well. But you guys are bringing together obviously metal and metalcore with some very big hip hop influences, and we wanted to kind of find out like your musical histories, what you guys listened to when you were growing up that kind of brought you the hip hop sound, brought you the metalcore sound, and how you sort of figured you could put them together.
So yeah, it's pretty easy because as we said all the time, we grew up in Marseille. So Marseille is a big city in France, but it's like the opposite of Paris in terms of the country. Paris is there and we're here. It's like the very south of Marseille, and it's pretty heavy rap influenced city, street culture, hip hop culture, and growing up in Marseille, you can't deal without listening to rap music. It's impossible. And I mean, personally, I loved it. Kevin also. I know Kevin listened to some hip hop.
Yeah, yeah. I was not into like really French hip hop when I was young, but US, it was everywhere on the TV, on the radio.
Yeah.
So
Eminem, Cypress Hill.
yeah,
I mean, there's so many, and but I was more into French hip hop, and we loved it with my boys. We were like, let's start trying. So we tried. We have a small crew of freestyler, and we experienced the street culture in general, the hip hop culture. We done graffiti, hip hop dancing, rap music. We done a few shows and stuff. And at the same time, we were into hardcore and punk and metal music at the same time, all together, my group of friends. So we didn't really think about should we choose or not. We were like, let's do everything that we like and see how it goes. And the more I grew up, the more I realized that this was my influences, and that I should, and this is the thing I love, and that I should do it. How to say that I should like not experience but create around those influences within Landmarks and try to create something kind of unique with everything I know and everything I love. Basically, it's pretty simple.
and I think so. Like seeing, like listening Linkin Park and like Limp Bizkit, like it was.
Yeah.
You can see like, oh, you can do it.
Yeah,
I think it's
did it for us, basically. But yeah, doing it with the modern and metalcore touch, it hasn't been done in a long time. The last band that did it like pretty like famously were those new metal bands.
Yeah.
And then it started to fade out a little bit with the metalcore era because hip hop wasn't I don't know why. Maybe it wasn't cool enough
anymore.
I don't know. But there's a lot of bands doing also hip hop influences right now.
I think when I was young, I was like, when I saw Linkin Park, I was like, oh, I want turntables and I wanna play drums too. So
Yeah.
and now I have both. So that's great. we can do it.
The other big part, obviously, is that you guys are a multilingual band. You're writing in French and in English. How do you guys feel, your creativity differs between the two languages? Do you find that it's a boon to be able to use both, sets of language, or do you find it more of a struggle to write across English as a second language potentially?
So I've always been frustrated by writing in English. I mean, I want to write in English. I love it because I love the sound. This is my influences. I listen so
I think
many.
all the reference we have are in English. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's why you first came to English, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. But I've been frustrated because I wasn't good enough. Because it's hard for me. It's hard for us, especially French people. We're pretty bad at English.
You're pretty good, trust me.
Thank you. But I struggled for a long time to find my, because I like to rap, and I used to write in French and create some skills, doing play words, try to find the best rhymes, try to find metaphors, try to find the best way to say something, but like punchlines in a cooler way and something. And in French, it's a lot easier for me. It's in English. I feel like, oh, I don't have the words exactly, but I feel like a little bit. I don't have enough vocabulary to do what I would like to do. I mean, I didn't. I have more now, and by the year I get better. But so that's why when the first kind of hip hop song, landmark song came out, which was Visage on the previous album, I was like, this is a hip hop part. I need to rap. But how? How can I do that? I don't have the vocabulary I need. I don't have the accent. I don't have the, how do you say, the slang and all those things. So I was kind of stuck. And Nico told me, bro, it's a rap part. You know how to rap in French? Just do it in French. And that was like the door was open,
Yeah.
basically.
I mean, it's impressive to say the least. You definitely talk better English than I do French. I can give you that much for free. But look, just quickly talking about the album, The Darkest Place I've Ever Been. It's nearly a year on since its release, and Flo, for you, you've spoken about how it came from a really dark sort of personal place with, fear and struggles and things like that. Emotionally, what's the journey been like for you, live now playing all these new songs to arguably probably the biggest crowds Landmark's ever played to? Is it a weird sort of juxtaposition, seeing all the success come from a place that has been, quite dark for you?
Yeah, it's crazy. I think, and it's bad because I think the more you feel bad and the more you express it and the more you write about it and the more people can connect with it because they know it's true, and they feel and they hear the honesty in the songs. So those songs are probably the one that connects the more with the fans. I can see it. I can see they're crying while I'm singing. I can see they are. I don't know. I also there. I receive thousands of messages like you put words on what I've been through, or what I struggled to, and so I feel blessed that people can connect, and I think it's a good thing because we all can like support each other's while we're doing those shows, while I'm singing and while they're experiencing the show. And uh, I don't know, I think it feels good for everyone, not only for the fans, but a lot for me. It feels good to also know that people struggle like me, and that music can feel them a lot better, I think. So
Yeah.
it's very cathartic, and it's been so good to being able to finish this album and see that fans can connect with this, and so we all can move on and be better.
Yeah.
I know.
It sounds like a lot of growth, but as Sam mentioned, you guys are coming down here, down under, on tour with A Day to Remember and with Papa Roach. You mentioned at the top of the interview how much the bands that influenced you, sort of helped found you guys as a band. Were A Day to Remember and Papa Roach those kind of bands that influenced you early on? And if so, does it feel a bit weird going full circle and performing with them now?
Kevin, you want to answer that, or me?
Big yes, a big yes.
Yes, it's a yes. I'm one of the biggest A Day to Remember fan.
Yeah, true.
I think I love this. I also love Papa Roach. I mean, they're legends. But I've been more into A Day to Remember. Cause A Day to Remember made me realize that you can blend styles in a tasteful way, like really tasteful, in my opinion. I was blown away the first time I heard this. The first time I heard that, like the 10 seconds, I was like, let's fucking go. What I was like, I was happening a breakdown. There's a breakdown after that, but the breakdown is sort of pop punk, like cheesy, and the chord progressions were really like happy. How'd you say that in English? You know what I mean? It's not a dark song, obviously. It's a pop punk song. And I was blown away. And I was like, what the fuck? It's insane. It surprised me a lot. And that was my first experience with them. And we were into hardcore at this time with my boys. And I was like, boys, I found a band that is crazy, like crazy different. Like you'll never expect, you'll never know what's the next part of this song when it goes like full post punk and full pop punk and full like clean singing. And I was in love. So my boys at this time, they weren't convinced, but I was. And
since the beginning, we are like, Jeremy has like the best choruses.
Oh yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah, exactly. And it pushed me into this blend of like if you're good enough, you can blend styles in a good way. If you're work enough on your songs, you can do it. You can do pop punk and metal, and you can do hip hop and hardcore. So it influenced me to experience more with my music. Yeah.
Love it.
So we are really happy to tour with them. Like really.
I think that's the key takeaway from the interview. I reckon it's a full circle. Can't wait to do it. Day to Remember moment.
Yeah, we played with them like last year. So we met them. We had the chance to talk a little bit, and we were like, "That's great." We were really happy, and now it's happening. So
yeah,
let's fucking go in the best country in the world.
Yeah. And apparently the boys from Papa Roach, they love us. I can't wait to meet them. Those boys are legends. I mean, it's fucking Papa Roach. So
I think it's gonna be a great tour. Like we can wait. We can wait.
It's gonna be a great tour in Australia. We can't wait. Absolutely.
It's gonna be massive. And look, before we let you go, it'd be remiss of us to not ask, the Landmark sound has evolved so much over the years. It's been 1 year on from the album. You guys are touring non-stop, but are there sort of is there a little itch to scratch with some new music? Could fans be, seeing some things soon, or is it just all tour?
Not soon, not now. So no, I'm sorry. We realized that the last album was so hard to write. It's been, for me, it's a miracle that this album came out. So we all need more time and more experience to write a better album, because that's the whole point. We all need to do better, and right now we're figuring out how to do that. how to to create something something more, to give something different to the fans, to maintain our sound. We always trying to surprise the fans and surprise ourselves, and
Yeah.
we need more time to handle this. We need to
Yeah.
live our lives. We need more experience. We need to listen to more musics, and
Yeah, try new
so
things. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we're thinking about it right now. We're into the process of what's next. But
Yeah, sometimes we're like just talking like, oh, I would like to try this, or this kind of sound, this kind
we
of.
need more.
Yeah, I told you, Flo. I'm like, let's try with no click maybe, or like no edit, or we have some uh, little ideas,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
nothing.
we need to try things
Yeah,
first, and then we can yeah, and then we'll have more musics, but not before next year, I guess.
Yeah. No, so
I mean,
fair.
you've got us interested. We're excited. We're waiting for it. It sounds exciting when it happens. Well, make sure to catch Landmarks live with A Day to Remember and Papa Roach on the Big Rock Tour from April 4th to April 15th, right across Australia. And for Melbourne listeners, make sure to head to Landmarks' headline show at Stay Gold on April 7th. Flo, Kevin, thank you so much for coming and having a chat to us today.
thank you.
Thank you so
you.
much.